Hello everybody and welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. And here we are at the end of turn 5. And not a lot going on this turn, but next turn will be monumental. It will decide the game as to whether or not it continues, not whether or not the Axis wins. It'll just decide whether or not the Axis continue. More on that later. So what we got here today, we've just got the Italian turn. And so we've got 18 bucks that's buying all this stuff here, an airborne and 2 mech and a heavy artillery. And then we've got 5 men and a destroyer, and that's the rest of the money. So just one real combat. We've got a couple of horsies coming down to the Caucasus here for Italy, so that's going to be fun. That's pretty simple. Over here we've got 2 transports, and we're going to grab 1 man from here, and 1 tank from here, and 1 man from here, and 1 artillery from here. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3 on over to C-Zone 47, and they're going to unceremoniously invade Transjordan with the help of the entire Air Force. And that is it for combat. So I guess we should probably get rolling in here. I'll just grab some dice tray, bring it over here. And we've got some bombards, of course. We're dropping off 4 guys. So we got 4 bombards. So we got a battleship at 6 and 3 cruisers at 4. All right, so the battleship got a hit. So that's it for the British unit there. He fires back at a 4. No joy. So that's it for that. And of course, I didn't get out an Italian roundel for that. All right, so we'll be flipping that over. So now there is a light tank, 2 infantry, and regular artillery in Transjordan. The non-combat moves, we are going to have the Air Force. It's going to all go into Upper Egypt, followed by the mechs in Tobruk towing the artillery. Then we're going to have a light tank, a heavy artillery, airborne, and a bersaglieri coming into Upper Egypt. Okay? That's going on there. And the airborne plane, you know what? We're going to put him here too, just because we can. All right, the other thing we're going to do is grab, there's 3 Italian transports here. And they're going to go back to there. All right, C-Zone 39. The Italian bomber is going to fly down to this area as well. So that's it for the Italian turn. That's pretty much it. So Italy is going to go up 1, and the UK will go down 1. And the Italians will go up 3, and the Russians will go down 3. And yeah, that's the battle for Moscow. I've set it up already, ready to go. I'm just wanted to get everything out on the paper. And this is the first round, so everything I've got is -1. Everything, or his 10 infantry, he made his guards units go from 5 to 6. So yeah, it's I've got numbers, but he's got lots of that middle dice power, that 4, 5, 6. That's where pretty much everything he's got sits. So I've got to be good on that first round. I need him to have cold dice on round 1. So if that fails, well, let's not talk about that. We're not going to talk about that because Russia's sitting on 52 bucks right now, which Germany could really use. Because the Allies, yes, have made their landing in Normandy and have already taken away the Scandinavian countries in whole. So that is where we're sitting with that. Soviet Navy's making a nuisance of itself, running guard for the British fleet. All right, well, that is everything for the end of this turn 5. As you can see, this big British fleet has come all the way over. And so this is definitely a kill Japan game for Hunt Like David. So that's all they're doing here. Everything's going against Japan. And so I mean, there's no hiding it. No hiding it. So Japan right now is definitely going to be having to, well, we got to keep what we've got, but we certainly won't be doing much for expansion. We'll definitely be circling the wagons a bit, holding off, seeing how the Germans do. If the Germans can win this and win it convincingly, then we can start repelling the borders here and maybe even threatening UK, because UK's got no help from America at this time anyway. But it only takes a turn, right? Only takes a turn. He have an Insta-fleet. He's making $100. So we're going to have to wait and see what the Battle for Moscow ends up being. We're hoping it's good, of course, for the Axis, but this is where we stand. It's right in that sweet spot of this game where everything hinges on Moscow. And yeah, I'm glad I was able to take Cairo, though. That's always a bit of a thorn, so it was nice to take that. But we're going to put on our stuff while I think about it. So our airborne is going to go into Cairo. And I think that's probably why I wanted to leave him there. So I'm going to actually leave him there. There is an airborne there as well, but I'm going to leave him there. The 5 men are going into Rome. The 2 mechs and the heavy artillery are going into Tobruk. And the destroyer is just going to join the destroyer flotilla there. So that dollar puts Italy up to 33, or 34, pardon me. And then 3 more puts them up to 37. And they've got 6 in bonus for 43. So they're making a few more bucks this turn, which is always a welcome. A few more lira, as it were. Well, that's it for that round. Next thing you're going to see is the battle for Berlin. Don't say Berlin. No. 9. Battle for Moscow. All right, well, here we go. We are ready to go for our launch into Moscow, but here's our build. We'll only put it on if we win, because we're going to throw in the towel if it doesn't work, because I will have nothing left over there, and he will still have a decent-sized army and in Leningrad and in Finland, so... But here's our build. We got 10 men here. We got 2 men here, so it's 10 men for 30. 2 men. This is the King Tiger, and then 2 Panthers. These are $8 a piece, so that's 24, and then 6 for the 2 men. And then we got an SS for 4, and then artillery and Panzer Grenadiers for 4, so that's 16. That's the freebie stuff for the miners. And then we got 11 for a tactical. So that is everything there. I am going to bring my my stand over here and put this on the stand and hopefully not screw this up too badly. All right, here we go. Have you ever been in a you're talking to somebody you think is in the next room, but they're not there? So that's what I was doing for about a minute here, and then I realized the camera's not on, so I must have shut off when I was putting it into the thing here. So I just noticed the big red dot, which means hit this to record. Anyway, so here we are. Here's the setup. All my stuff is down 1 on the first round of combat, and he's got 10 guards units who have gone from a 5 to a 6. All right, so we're going to start out. He's got, we're just going to focus on the dice tray. I'm not going to go back and forth between the units until it gets down to that real clutch time when I've got 2 guys left or something. So he's got his fortification, 2 at 5. Oh, look at that, 2 1s. Yeah, there you go. All right, so 2 infantry. They're going to be back there. They do get to shoot, though. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 11 planes. He's got 3 AAA guns, but you only shoot 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You shoot once for every plane. Doesn't matter how many guns are in there. So here we go. at 2s, and he got 2 hits. So he's got 4 hits before it even starts. And there we go. Well, the medium bomber and the Romanian fighter are gone. All right, well, now it's my turn to shoot after you get 4 hits. I've got 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I've got, I believe there's 12 here. Yeah, so I've got 20 dice at 1. 20 dice at 1. So we're going to roll 10 twice. Let's get some 1s here. Okay, we got 1, 1. So I'm going to use a green die here for the counter. 1. And then we've got 10 more dice at 1. Lots of 1s, but they're tied to other ones. So, all right. Okay, well, 1 hit. There you go. Now we got 12, 13, 16, 18, 19, and then we've got 12 more. So we've got 31 at 2. 31 at 2. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to roll these 3 times plus 1. I got 1 hit on them so far. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3 hits. So that's going to put this up to a 4. And no hits on that. And then looks like we got 3 more hits. So that's up to a 7. Okay. And then we got 1 more dice. Here we go. Come on, be magic. No. All right. Now we've got heavy artillery. That's 2 dice at 3. 1 hit. So we're up to 8. Then we got 3 tanks at 5. Wait a second. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Actually, 1 will be at a 6 because it's. I've got 6 tacticals, and I've only bumped up 5 Panzer IVs. So 6 tacticals. So I've got 2 at 5, and they both missed anyway. And then at 6, I've got the 11 planes. Plus 1, so that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just roll 6 twice. So these are at 6s. All right, look at that. Woohoo, 2 hits. We're killing it today. So I've gotten 10 hits so far on about 60 dice. But that's okay. We'll be better in the second round. Of course, we'll have far fewer dice, but what can you do? Now I got 5 at 7. 5 at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we go from 10 up to 14. So I'm just going to grab the dice over here, and then I'll have to grab dice for. So we're at 14 for hits on him, and I'll use other dice here for hits on me. Okay, so he's got a light bomber that's at a 2. Okay, he's got in his 4s, he's got 2 heavy artillery, so that's 4. And then he's got regular artillery. There's 5 of those, so that's 9. And he's got 17 here, so he's got 26 at 4. 26 at 4. So we're going to roll 8 3 times. And then add 2. We're going to do 8 3 times and add 2. This is at 4. So 2 hits. So first roll. 2 more hits. It's the second roll. 2 more hits. Well, you're consistent. And that's 24. And how many did I say you had? Sorry, you have 17 plus 4 is 21. Plus 5 is 26. You got 2 more. 2 more at 4. 1 more hit. All right. Well, 7 hits right like that already, just with your 4s. I could be in trouble. Well, the fort's already fired, so we're going to put that back in Moscow, get him off the board. And now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 5. 6 at 5. 1, 2. So that's up to 9. And then he's got 10 plus 4. He's got 14 at 6. So we're going to use 7 dice twice. This is at 6. Oh boy, you got 4 hits on that. So he's already at 13. He's at 13 on the hits. And then that was 7 dice. We got to do that twice. And I'll just pull that away. That's pointed straight up. I think it's going to be a 3. We'll just make it a 3. 1, 2, 3 more. So that's up to 16 hits. And then he's got his 2 heavy tanks are 8s. And they are both hits. All right, so he got 18 hits on me. I got 14 hits on him. We'll see if that bears out. So his 14 hits are going to be his light bomber, 3 artillery or 3 anti-aircraft, and 10 infantry. Man, it's like I didn't kill anything when I look at these stacks. All right, and he got 18 on me. So that's going to be, that's 8 infantry there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I need 4 more, but I don't want to use my mechs. So I'm going to take out a red chip for the infantry and put in a white chip. So here, I'll count them out. I got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 deaths. So my mechs survive and my men survive. I'm going to have to rearrange my artillery. Oh, guess I could be pointing it at this for when I take off the damages. So anyway, here's the deaths I just incurred. And then here's, he lost 14. Oh, I don't think I took off enough. I think I just took off 1 red chip. So we have the bomber is 1, 3 AA guns, that's 4, and then I only took 1 red chip. That's probably why it looked like nothing happened. So 2 red chips. So there's his 14 damages. All right, we'll take off my infantry out of there. Okay, well I had 22 infantry, so that means, and he got 18 on me. So that means I should be down on infantry to 4 infantry. So, pretty sure that's what I had. Because I brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I brought 6 up to here. So then that would have been, so there were 6 sitting here. 22. Okay, so then that would leave me with 4 infantry over here. And then I can move, everything's going to move up a row. So I'm going to move these all up. These all go up to 7s, up to 7s, up to 7s. These are tanks. Goes up to 4s, 3s, 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 3s. 3s, and I can move 6 mech, which is all my mech, up to here. All right, so I'm down to 4 at 2 with my infantry, and his guards come back down to earth here a little bit, down to 5s. All right. So here we go. Make sure you keep those in the 5s. All right, what do we got? What do we got? All right, so I got 4 at 2. 4 at... Oh, wait. The heavy artillery boosts up 1, so I can bring 1 more infantry. So 3 at 2. I screwed up last turn. Well, what can you do? 3 at 2. Nothing. And then we've got 20 is 12. And then there should be 12. And that one is for the artillery there. So that is 25. So we will do 12 twice and add 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is all the dice I got. I got 12 dice. So 12 dice at 3, first roll. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a great roll. No complaints on that one. So 6 dice in the first roll. And then we'll roll it again. And 1, 2, 3, 4 this time. Whoops. All right. So that's 10 hits, and then 1 more die at 3. That's a miss. Okay. 4. I've got 2 at 4 with the heavy artillery. That's 1 more hit, so we're up to 11. Then we've got 2 at 6 with the tanks. Nothing. They missed last time too, didn't they? Come on, boys. And then we've got 12. These are all the dice. I got 12 at 7. 12 at 7. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't get the bounce. Oh boy, I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Okay, so up to 16 now. Up to 16. Then I've got 5 at 8. 5 at 8. And I got 3. That's right on the average. So I got 19 hits. So 19 hits this time. 5 more than last because my dice are better. Okay, now he's got 2, 4, and that'd be 11 and 16. So he's got 16 dice at 4. So we will use 8 dice twice. 8 dice twice at 4. That's not a good roll for him at all. There's 1 hit. So we'll do it again. 16 dice at 4. Oh, that's better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, he finished off right on the average then. So 5 hits. And now he's got 11 guards, 2 airborne, so that's 13. The tactical, it's 14, 15. He's got 16 at 5. So didn't we just have 16 at 4? All right, 16 at 5. And I'll just pull that away. It's going to be a 5, yeah. So 1, 2, 3. So that puts him up to 8 on the round. And then we'll roll it again at 5. 8 dice at 5. Oh, that's a little better. 1, oh, 3. Worse than it was. So that's 11. That's 11 hits. Now he's got 3 at 6 with his tanks. Okay, 1 more. And then he's got 2 more with his KV2s. And they're at 8s. But he rolled 2 9s. So, all right, so he got 12 hits on me. I got 19 on him. So he's got 5, and 5 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So he's got, I guess I can do this over here now. So he's got 14 at 4. 14 at 4. Let me move my chair out of the way here. So 14 at 4, and then there's 5 more. Probably guards. I think they're the cheapest. I'm just going to count again to make sure. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's 19 for him and 12 for me. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's another infantry. So I need 7 more. And we will kill the SS. That's 5. So now I need 7 more. Gotta do this evenly here. So then 1, 2, 3 artillery. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 mechs. I believe. So 4 plus 3 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 deaths. Okay, so they're all out. These are the guys that died from the fort. I wonder if they even shot. I don't think they did. Oh well. Okay, so here we go. We've got starting all over again. It's not a Hall & Oates song. All right. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 artillery, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think I've shorted myself 1 Panzergrenadier the whole time, but that's okay. It's my own fault. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 9 artillery, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I got 17. So we'll do 8 and 9. So here's 8 at 3. 1 hit. 1 hit. And then we'll have 8 again. And we'll just add the green die. 9. So, oh, wow. Anyway, nobody's going to lie about getting 1 hit, right? Okay, here we go. We got more. We got 1, 2. That's going to be an 8. So 2 more. So just 3 hits. Just 3 hits. All right. We got 2 at 4. And I don't think that's going to land on anything that could even hit. So that's a 2. So that's 1 more hit. So that's 4. And we got 2 at 6. 1 more hit. That's 5. And then we've got our 12 at 7. 12 at 7. 1, 2. Okay, so we have really cooled off here. Really cooled off. 19 down. All right, but we do have 5 dice left here. 5 dice at 8. That's good. So that's 5 hits. So that takes us right up to 12. So that's handy. All right, the Panzer IVs have redeemed us. Okay, so now that's 12 hits. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guards, 2 airborne for 8, and then 3 planes at 5 for 11. So he's got 11. So there's 7, and 4 more is 11 at 5. 11 at 5. Oh, that looks like a good roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 hits. And then he's got 3, 4 at 6. Have I been rolling 3? I think I rolled 3, so I'm going to roll 6 at 6 for him. And he got 4 hits. I think I might have been rolling 3, but he actually has 4. But well, we made it up there. I don't think that's going to have a huge... Two dice won't have that big an impact, I don't think. I'm hoping not anyway. And then 2 at 8. 1 hit. Okay, so he's at 10 hits now. So I got 12, he got 10. We'll zip it over here. So I got 12 on him. So the guards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guards. And 2 airborne is 8, 9, 10, 11. And now he does have 3 tanks. And he got 10 on me. So that's going to be 2 mechs. 1, 2, 3 artillery, so that's 5. I need to do 5 more. I just want to make this even. So he can bring 1 up. 1 and 1. So we'll take away 1 more artillery. 4, 5. So that's 6. Need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 losses there. Okay. Well, it is looking good, although it is not over. And as we know, the dice are fickle beasts. Fickle mistresses, as they can be. So, I had a good second round. I think the second round really was good, but it ain't over till it's over. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 at 3. 7 at 3. 1, 2, 3 hits. 3 hits. Actually, I'll keep using the same dice here. He has 5 units left, so 2 at 4, miss. 2 at 6, 1 hit, it's 4. And then I've got 12 at, yeah, so we're good. All right, so that takes care of all of his stuff. He's got 3, whoop, I'll get that later. He's got 3 at 6, 1 hit, and 2 at 8. Another hit, so 2 more hits. So we are going to take away 1 Panzer Grenadier. I'll just take the one off the top there, and 1 artillery. All right. So that is, I guess you didn't see that. I took Panzer Grenadier and an artillery off the stack. So that is it for the battle for Moscow. So the fortification is gone. So in Moscow, there are going to be 3 medium tanks and 5 Panzer IVs. I'm going to chip them out right now. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. And we will also have a heavy artillery, 2 artillery regular, and 3 Panzer Grenadiers. And the factory will, I'll have to swap that out later. We'll head down to a minor. Okay, well, now that the Battle for Berlin, or I keep saying that, I think it's self-fulfilling prophecy, there might be one someday, goes on, then it was, the Normandy battle was forgotten. So we got 2 medium tanks that are coming in, an artillery, the cavalry, SS, and 3 infantry are going to come in. And I have an airborne, but I'm going to hang on to him. He might have something to do in a little while. All right. So here we go. We've got the artillery is going to bump up the SS. So he's going to be a 4. So we got 3 regular infantry at 3, or at 3 at 2. Okay, nothing there. And then we got 3 at 3. Got 1 hit. Put that there. 1 hit. And we got 2 at 4. And another hit. So we got 2 hits. He's got 3 units there. And they're all at 4. That's going to be a 1, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So he got 2 hits on me, 2 hits on him. Here we go. So 2 infantry come off, and his 2 infantry come off. All right, so I'm going to start with my heavy hitters, my 2 small little piddly tanks. Okay, we got a 1. So that's it for him. He's got 1 more at 4. And another hit. All right, so we'll get rid of the cavalry. It doesn't defend as well. His tank. And then Normandy falls to the Germans. All right. Need the factory. So Normandy has 2 medium tanks, an SS, an artillery, and a regular infantry in there. All right. Now we got some non-comming to do. We're going to have 5 infantry from Western Germany go into Reims. So that will give us 11 units in Reims, 9 of which are infantry, and then 1 SS. In Holland, we're going to bring over 3 guys. I'm going to sit there, and these 2 infantry are going to stay in Western Germany. Are they? Yeah. Okay. Got this infantry in Pskov. We've got the armored train here in Belarusia. What he is going to do, because he can move 4 and he can grab any 3 units, he is going to go and grab, going to create a partisan opportunity. But I think that's going to be okay. So we're going to go 1, 2, no, 1, you know what? Screw it, we're not even going to use them. We're just going to march guys around here. So we're going to put an infantry there. So I'm going to chip him out right there. That's all infantry. Infantry in Oral Kursk. We're going to have these 2 Panzer Grenadiers come over to Western Ukraine, and they're towing the artillery. This little, what do you call these things? Mechanized. He's going to go 1, 2 up into Western Ukraine. You know what? Buddy here is going to move up into Oral Kursk as well. I guess I didn't need to separate them. These 2 guys are going to come up into East Poland. These 2 mechs are going to come into Pskov. And they're going to bring up another mech and an artillery. So we have 3 mechs, and artillery, and a man in Pskov. That's it for that. I think that is everything. I don't think there's anything else that I can actually move. Okay. So there we go. We've got 9 infantry, that, and that. All right, so that's all good. All right, so we're going to put on our build now. I'm just going to pause it because I got some scrambling around to do. Okay, placement of units. So we got 10 guys. 10 infantry are going into Western Germany. And that gives us 12, and there's a fortification in there. But it only protects, or boosts up 10 of them. And then we've got 2 men going into Paris. And we're going to actually change it up a little bit. We're going to put this artillery in Paris. We have an SS, and the SS has to go in original territory, so we're going to put him in Stettin. You have to grow him. I guess I can grow him in Hungary or Romania, but I won't. Then I've got 2 Panzer Vs, and they're going to go into Berlin. Those are Kings. Those are Panzer Vs, so I can only build 1 King, and there's a King Tiger. So 2 Panzer Vs and 1 King. We have a tactical. That is going to go into Berlin. Then we have 2 Panzer Grenadiers. They're going to go into Hungary. And Romania gets its 2 infantry allotment. And then Bulgaria and Hungary also get their mechs. So that is everything. Germany now is at 75. And they've got some bonuses that I'm going to have to figure out. Let's just take a look here at the bonuses. It's the bonus situation for Germany. Oof, terrible shadows there. Okay, we don't get the top one. We don't get the second one. We don't get the third one. We do control Moscow, so we get 3 for that. We don't have a German ground unit in Cairo, so we don't get that. We have nothing. So we only get 3 bonus. So that's pretty sad. So that's up to 78. But then with the 52 that we got, that's going to give us $130 for Germany next go. $130 for the Germans next go. Hopefully we spend it properly. All right, well, on to Japan now, and Japan's got problems. So see if we can withstand it. FEC is strong. They're coming after us. KMT is doing all right. And the Americans, well, they're doing what America does. And even the Anzac are getting in on it now. So we got kind of a 4-on-1 right now. against the Japanese. Let's see if we can hold the line. All right, here we are with Japan, turn 6, and we have got a lot going on again, but most of it is down here. We've got one minor fight way up north, and then we've got a sub on destroyer action over here, but the rest of it is taking place right here in this sea zone. Yeah, crazy thing. It's a crazy thing that we do, and yeah, not really sure if I want to do it, but we're going to give it a whirl. And before we get going too far, I am going to... Am I going to do that one? No. We'll just leave it for a turn, and if this works, great. Okay. So we are going after the big British fleet that came over here. This is their Mediterranean fleet and their FEC fleet. And I'm hitting them with the remnants of mine that I have not done well with, but maybe we can get some redemption here. So my purchase today, I got a fortification, got a military base, a sub, 2 SNLF, 3 infantry, heavy artillery, and 2 mechs and an artillery, and then 2 naval fighters and 1 regular fighter. And that is all of our moolah. All right, well, we're going to get this all set up here. And I put the camera on the stand so that it wouldn't blink off while I'm trying to get this set up, like it did during the Moscow one. So all of this stuff is adjacent, so it can definitely make it. All these planes can make it, and these naval dive bombers have target select. So I believe it's a 1. I'm just going to look it up before I start rolling dice, but I believe it's a 1 that I can put it on whatever boat I want. I have talked to my good buddy Hunt Like David to make sure he wants certain the casualties in a certain order. We've got the tactical from Brunei. It's only 2, so he's got 2 left. So he's just a straight up ground attack aircraft. I got 2 naval fighters in the Philippines that can also make it. So he definitely has more ships than me, but I've got some more units, and I've got a destroyer down here as well. And I believe that is everything. So we're just going to get going, and then, yeah, have some fun. So there's no sneak attacks for anybody. There's no subs in this battle, so it's just a straight up brawl. And... yeah, here we go. So to start out with, I've got this. I can almost get the board and the fleets, or the dice tray and the fleets in the same frame, almost. All right. Let me see if we can shed a bit more light on it over here. I shouldn't have sent the staff home early. All right. Oh, that's a little bit nicer. Got a bit of a shadow, though. Okay, well, that's the best I can do. Here we go. And I'm going to just prop up this side because my table's a little tilty. And this will keep the dice from going into the bottom corner, I think. All right, going to the top corner. So we've got 5 at 4. 5 at 4. And 1 hit. 1 hit. So we're going to just put that there. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at 6. 7 at 6. And we got 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 hits, so we're up to 4. I'm going to roll these a little separately now. So I've got 5 at... I can roll them at the same time, just different colors. So the blue dice are going to be the veterans and the tactical, and the 3 are the naval tacticals. I'm just going to make sure that these are Kates, I think. Yeah, and they get target select at 1. So if they get 1, I can put it wherever I want. Here we go. Oh, I got a 1. Nice. So I got 1 hit, 2 hits. I only got 3 hits, though, so not great. So I'm going to put this to 7. but we know that 1 is going to be a hit on something I want it to be on. And I want it to be on a cruiser. So the cruiser is going to go away. Okay. So now we're down to 6 hits here. Just so I... Oh, come on. Find it. All right, here we go. So there's 6 hits. Oh, you can't even see that. All right, well, I got 6 hits. And then plus the cruiser that I backed off already. And then I've got 2 more with the battleships. And all right, so 1 more hit. So 7 hits total. And he wanted 2. I'm just going to say, put it up here. So 2 on the carrier. That's why I got the 1 there. He said, yeah, kill that first. So that's 2. And that gives me 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so all this stuff is dead. The plane lives, but all this stuff is dead. Gets to shoot back, of course. All right. So now his return fire. He's got 2 transports at 1. Transports hate me. Okay. Escort carrier at 2. Oh my goodness. This is how it's going to be, is it? All right. So he's got 1 hit. Swordfish at 3. And then he's got 6 at 4. 6 at 4. 1 hit. So he's up to 2 hits now. He's got 1 at 5. It's a miss. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at 6. 7 at 6. Ooh, that looks bad. 1, 2, 3, 4 more hits. So that's 6 hits. And then he's got 2 at 8. 2 at 8. Yeah, sure, his battleships can hit. All right, so he got 8 hits on me. I only got 7 on him, so that doesn't bode well. And I'm only hitting cheap stuff. All right. So he got 8 hits on me. So we're going to remove his stuff here first. We'll just get it out of the way. So this is what I'm still facing now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to take 2 hits on the battleships, so they go down to 5s. So there we go. All right, I'm going to move his transports over so I don't forget to roll them in turn. All right. All right, back down to the bucket here. There we go. All right, so my battleships down to 5s. Maybe I shouldn't have damaged them. All right, so I got 1 hit. One hit. Then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at 6. 7 at 6. 7 at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. That's all right. So up to 5. And then I've got my 5 at 7 and my 3 at 7 with a target select. Oh, I got to get rid of his cruiser there that died. Okay. Target select. Here we go. Oh, another target select. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, and 1's a target select. So we're going to get rid of another cruiser. And then I've got 4 more hits. So I'm going to put this up to a 9. So we're at 9 hits on him now. 10 actually, but the cruiser's already been hit. And then, oh, that's it for me. That's it for me because my battleships have been wounded. Okay, so 9 hits. That's more than I got the first round. So he's got his 2 transports. No hits. He's got 2 destroyers at 4. It's 1 hit. And then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 6. 1, 2. So that's up to 3. And then 2 at 8. 1 hit. Okay, so 4 hits. All right, 4 hits. Okay, so I got 9 hits on him. So that's 1, 2, 3. This one's already gone. That one I counted. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you haven't been seeing that, have you? Sorry. So I'll do that again. So I got 9 hits, not including the cruiser, which I already removed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 battleship will be hit for 9. So that, there goes that. Okay. He got 4 on me. I think, boy, what do we got left here? He's going to have, oh, you know what? I forgot my destroyer here that I declared in the combat. It's got the arrow and everything. So I'm going to put him there. I'm going to give him 1 die roll. Just 1. He's might have been there for the first round. So I'm just going to give him 1 die roll at 4, and then I'm going to remove him. Okay, so 1 more hit. So I'm going to damage his other battleship. And then this guy's gone. Can't believe I forgot that guy. All right, so I got 4 hits on me. And looking around, I think I'm going to get rid of the Siamese fighter as 1. And then 3 naval fighters is 4. So that's what I've lost this turn. The Siamese fighter and 3 naval fighters. Ouch. But that was a good round. So he is down to 4 hits now. And doing okay. Doing okay after 2 rounds here. A lot better than I thought it would be. All right. All right, so 2 battleships at 5. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. 3 dice at 6. I really shouldn't have said anything. Okay, 1 hit. And then I've got 5 dice at 7 and 3 more dice at 7. And the pink dice are target selects. No target selects this time. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3 more hits. That's 4. So that's his fleet, all 4. So he's got 2 at 1 and 2 at 5. All right, well, these transports haven't kicked in yet, so I think they will now. So the green are the transports, and the pink are the battleships at 5. Okay, so 2 hits with the battleships. And I'm going to kill 2 planes here. I'm going to hang on to my naval fighter. I'm going to kill a tactical. Well, I guess I should show you what I'm doing here. I'm going to kill a tactical, and I think the naval fighter. It's got to go. So, what's left in this C-zone now is I have 2 damaged battleships. And we're not at a friendly port because I don't have Singapore anymore, so they're both damaged. And then 2 cruisers are with them. So that's what's there. And then my 4 veteran fighters are going to land back in Siam. Just put them back in there a little unceremoniously. And then my 3 naval torpedo dive bomber guys are going to go back in there as well. Okay, and get rid of these arrows here. All right, so now on to the smaller combats. Important combats, but a little less dice, fewer dice, I should say. So we've got the sub, going to go 1, 2, 3. And so my sub is the blue one, and his destroyer is the green one. These are both at 4. Okay, so I got him. So the Anzac destroyer goes away. I have a sub in C-Zone 82. And then here in China, I just have a mech and an artillery coming into French Indochina to try to reclaim that. So I've got 2 at 3. He's got 1 at 2. So 2 at 3 versus 1 at 2. Okay, so 2 at 3. I got a 2. He got a 3. So KMT is going to go down by 1. And Japan goes up by 1 there. We'll put this on there for now. And then way up top, we've got another partisan making an appearance here in Buryatia. So I've got a cavalry and a mech. So I got a 3 and a 2 versus a 2. So I'm going to roll these differently here. So 3 and a 2. So my blue is 2, green is 3. Totally missed. He's got a 2. Missed. I got to get this a little closer that way. Okay, so the blue is 2. Okay, missed. Missed. Blue is 2. Okay, so got him. Got the partisan. And the partisan missed. So I've got 2 units up there and the partisan goes away. I love that rule, but I hate that rule. Whew, those guys, they can be so annoying. I think it's a great rule, though. I remember the first time I played this game about 10 years ago. That was pretty crazy. I kept forgetting about them, kind of like I do now. All right, well, that is all the combat, and I think Japan can smile after that turn. And we're just going to pause it and do the rest of the turn. Okay, so here we go with our non-coms. Everybody's going to go into Chongqing Hupei from Yan'an. So the whole ball of wax goes into Chongqing Hupei. All right. And this mech here, he's going to come down into Chongqing Hupei. We have 2 mechs and an artillery. They are going to come down into Chongqing Hupei. We have 2 mechs and an artillery going to come down into Hong Kong. The SNLF, we've got 2 of them here. One of them is going to go into Hong Kong. Actually, I'll chip him out there. So one's going to go into Hong Kong, and one is going to stay there. The transport in Japan is going to pick up 2 guys. Going to bring them 1, 2, 3, and drop these 2 guys off here to Indochina. These 2 transports here are going to go 1, 2. No naval base, unfortunately. Got to get on that. The airborne, or the planes, are going to come back to Japan, back to Tokyo. The fighters that are in Japan right now, I think, yeah, we got to get them closer to the action right now. So we're just going to move them down to the Philippines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we're going to move them into the Philippines. So 2 fighters just moved into the Philippines. Everybody in the Soviet Union is going to stay put because they need to. I'm sure they're going to get ravaged over here by the Soviets. We have a cruiser on that side of the Philippines, and he's going to come around to this side of the Philippines. Or is he going to... Actually, he's going to join that transport there. I think that's good. I think everybody is good to go. I'm going to stand him up. All right, so the Siamese infantry is going on in Siam. Japanese are going to build in their factory a heavy artillery and 2 infantry. And then in the military base, they're going to add 1 more infantry. And then they're going to add the fortification. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to add a military base to the Philippines, something I should have done, about 3 turns ago. 2 turns, I guess. And then we've got 2 mechs and an artillery going into Shanghai. Then we have 2 SNLF that are going to go into Fukuoka there. And submarine. going into 125. And then we have 3 fighters, 2 naval fighters and a regular fighter going in here. So I think we need to swap out a chip for an infantry here, because Tokyo just has a stack of chips there. So we're going to take this out. We're going to put this in Siam and put one guy back in Tokyo. All right, so that is everything, folks. That takes a little bit of pressure off the Axis with this fleet gone. But the Americans are tooling up, to be sure, and they can spend a lot of money on boats that obviously I cannot at this time. So they'll be coming over. You can see he's got quite a bit of stuff over here. He's even got an attack transport. He's got 2 transports there, 3 transports I think total, maybe 4 transports. So he's got 5 total transports, including an attack transport. And they can be over to Japan in 2 turns from where they are now. So I'm going to have to be vigilant and keep building stuff at home and not on the front lines as much as I'd like to. But that's war. War is heck. All right, Japan is at 73 right now, and I don't even know if we get a bonus. I don't think we do, but I'll check it out. And let's just see. What do we got for bonuses here? I don't have Singapore anymore because he took that back. I certainly don't have that, and I don't have that. Yeah, so no bonuses, so just 73 for Japan on the next go. So I hand things over to Hunt Lake David, and he will certainly have a response.